guys, it's Miss Lennox, back to read another passage with you for fluency. Okay, so here's our passage. It's called Silly Dreams. There are 3 comprehension questions that we want to answer at the end, so we need to remember what we read. Okay, and remember, we're reading with fluency and expression. Okay, so this one kind of is set up like a poem would be set up. So we want to make sure that we take breaths, especially in between each of these passages, as well as at the end of every sentence, okay? All right, so we're going to read. This one has 194 words, so we are getting up there in the words. So if you can read these quickly in a minute or 2, then you guys are doing awesome, 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 okay? So we're going to get started here with Silly Dreams. Every night I go to sleep. I never stay in bed. I go to faraway places, but only in my head. Just the other day, I had tea with the Queen. She was not very kind and really rather mean. I can go to space. I will dance with the moon. If I'm feeling hungry, I eat him with a spoon. The stars are tasty too, with sugar and cream. I eat until I burst. It is only a dream. I will ride a lion with a pink nose and a purple tail. I will race against a blue whale. The jungle has lions, tigers, and bears. They all wear dresses and have feathers for hair. Sometimes I fly and sometimes I soar. The grass is my skin and the clouds my floor. I'm graceful like the birds. I am faster than a rocket. When I need to rest, I sleep in a cloud pocket. Today when I dream, I will think about clowns. They know how to chase away frowns. I will play cards with fish, sleep the middle of the sea. I will share a piece of cake with a bumblebee. All right, so that was all about Silly Dreams. It was 194 words. And we are going to answer some comprehension questions. These are a little bit more in-depth. So these are going to be for 2nd graders, 3rd graders, 4th graders even, because these are getting a little bit longer with extra and more details and not as simple comprehension questions. So let's look at comprehension question number 1. Where does the narrator go instead of staying in bed? So that's kind of a difficult question because we go to sleep. And it says at the beginning of the story, I never stay in bed. He goes to faraway places. So he's going to faraway places, but they're only in his head. So he actually does stay in bed, but he goes places in his mind, okay? So let's see. Describe the personality of the Queen. Do you remember what he said about the Queen? Okay, so we can always go back and look in our story to find our evidence. So for this comprehension question, I would go back to the text and I would say, oh, look here, it says, the other day he had tea with the Queen. She wasn't very kind. She was really rather mean. So the personality of the Queen is that she is mean or she's not very nice, okay? And what does the narrator do when he's in space? Okay, so we go back to our... whenever we go back to our story, he dances with the moon, he eats part of the moon with a spoon, tastes the stars, okay, and he eats until he bursts. He does other things while he's in space as well. But there's only one paragraph that really just says, okay, those are the answers to those comprehension questions. And so I hope you guys will continue practicing your reading fluency and answering your comprehension questions. And I will see you again very soon. Keep practicing, okay?